Hey everyone, this video will get you going on this week's work. We'll also quickly look at next week and have some things on your mind. That way you can be thinking ahead, okay? So this week we'll be finishing up the third book, and we'll be working through the normal distribution and standard deviation chapter. For those of you who probably go on to take statistics, which some of y'all will, this is really kind of a good little segue right into that course. So make sure after you do the notes and everything, hold on to those if you're going on to 152. It'll definitely help you out when you get into there. Okay. So this week there is one prep, but it's not due. I did have quizzes for it in Pan Open, but I decided to not make quizzes. That way you can take your time and fill out the notes and have them. If you need to take a little extra time before Friday also to work on the notes, you can. So in Pan Open, there is going to be a place where you can click and download some fill in the blank notes, and they'll look almost exactly the same as what Pan Open has. So there will be all the little places. You'll see in Pan Open there's places where you can just plug in definitions and do some examples and things like that. And make sure as you're going along with the fill in the blank, the websites that are in there are what you need to be looking at. So sometimes, most of the time when I have a URL in something, that's usually just referencing that, or where I got that information, or where we found that information. But in this case, most of those URLs are for you to click on and look over the website and see all the examples and everything. So download the fill in the blanks, make a copy to your Google Drive, and then, or one of the two, and fill out those notes and hold on to those, especially if you're going to 152. Then we have one lab, the normal distribution lab, and one quiz to go with that. Both are due Friday. And I've also added a video, and this is a video I've had for a while, that I made a while back for this lab. Kind of get you going on the first questions of the lab. There are some parts that are kind of tricky at first if you've never seen normal distribution or standard deviations before. And the notes are great, but sometimes it's always a little bit like, it might need that little extra edge to get you started on the lab, like we needed last week for the expected value. With this first couple of questions, I made that little email, so it helps you get started and understand the process. So I've done the same thing here, and I've just held on to this video for a while. So this gets you going on the first part of the lab, and then talks a little bit about a later part of the lab also. To kind of get you some ideas of what you'll be doing, what you're filling out, and how to move forward using some very specific rules that you're going to find in these notes. So these notes again are not due. So I would just say make sure though to be working on them throughout this week. Don't wait until like Thursday to try to get them all done so you can get the lab done on Friday. Because these notes, there's a lot of little things going on in there. It's not something you could probably sit down and do it, within 1 to 2 hours if you really just focused and did it all right then. But I would rather you take your time and fill these out and do it throughout the week, so you have plenty of time to work on the lab and to also do the quiz. Okay. And then there's one discussion that'll be due on Sunday. We haven't had one in a couple of weeks, so we're going back to doing one more discussion. It'll be due on Sunday at 5 p.m. Okay. And this discussion, I'll go to it real quickly, is start a new discussion, post about normal distribution, how it relates to your major or your career field. If you're undecided, look up something in real life, just in general. Could you use normal distributions in real life? And then respond to at least two of your classmates posting a different use of distribution in their major pathway or in real life if they've chosen that. Okay. So back to a normal discussion that we've seen this format, but we've seen this format before, so you should know how to do that. Okay. So the last thing I wanted to talk about, beyond just the work this week, so pretty normal week. Actually, a little bit different because we don't have actually prep due, so it's just the first time we haven't had prep due in a while. But we do have a discussion kind of go with that. So next week, this is what I want to talk about, is the third test. Okay. So it is coming up pretty quickly. So make sure to have that in the back of your mind, thinking about when you want to test, what day, what time, and go ahead and sign up for a time with the testing center. Remember, the link is here, so you can go there. There's also hours and everything there. Nothing crazy this week, next week, pretty normal week. So it'll be the 9th, which is Monday, through Thursday, over the 12th. You'll have those 4 days to go and take it. Remember, the later days, let's open that up real quick. Oh, all right, there we go. Maximize. Gosh, why am I so zoomed out? And whatever. And there we go. So remember, Monday is the late day. So Monday from 8 to 9. So if you do need to take it after 5, that'll be the day you need to go take it. And then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday is 8 to 5. So normal times after Monday. Okay. So make sure if you do need to take the test after 5, go ahead and schedule it for that Monday after 5. Okay. Don't wait. Again, don't wait till last second to schedule. And you have to do it 24 hours before you take the test. And that's not my rule. That's their rule. I wish they didn't have it, but that's their rule. Okay. I will be posting the review questions, I would say Thursday or Friday this week, before the weekend at least. And then I'll post the answer key to that over the weekend. So you'll have both the review and the review answer key by the time Sunday rolls around at the latest. I'll have the answer sheet up before then. But you'll be able to look over it over the weekend. That way you can prepare and be ready for Monday. Okay. Then after test 3, we're moving on to the 4th book, and we only have a couple more weeks left, so we're moving pretty fast. So make sure, get working on this week's assignment. Make sure to fill out these notes, and hold on to these, especially if you're going to 152. We have the one lab, with the kind of starter video for that lab. Make sure to watch that. The quiz for the lab, and then the discussion on normal distribution. That'll be due on Sunday. Okay. And be thinking about when you want to test next week. Go and sign up. I mean, there's no reason to, if you know your work schedule or if you know your class schedule, you know when you're going to be available, go ahead and sign up for a time. Get that on the books. That way it's done. You don't have to worry about it, okay? Other than that, if you have any questions, please send me an email. And if not, I guess I'll talk with you soon.